band down here. We got Greg, WI5IDX on the guitar. We got Elvis on the guitar, Keith on the guitar, WD5DXL. Dan on the guitar, M5VE. Bob on the guitar. Yeah, 5E. This is in 5ET. You got to be careful here. And on the guitar. We got Mark, AM5AO. You're missing 2 strings, Mark.
It's an appliance.
Oh.
We'll probably have a name when this is all over.
Yeah, we may have a different name. Well, we thank you for coming, and we picked out a few songs that we've been doing just over at my house. It's kind of a fun thing, and remember, it is just fun, so be kind.
Drink another beer. Yeah, the bar is still open.
No, three. We've got 5, and we got what?
Just going to get another beer. Way to go, Mike.
Okay, first we'll do is Folsom Prison Blues, kind of a lively thing, gets us warmed up.
We're going next, right?
That's right. Okay, Dan. I hear the train a-coming, it's rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on, but the train keeps rolling down to San Antonio. And I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and die. Fancy diamond car, they're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. But if they freed me from this prison, that railroad train was mine. I bet I'd move it over a little further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yeah. Thank you. We all, we're very pleased. We all started and ended at the same time. That's all right, this next one is not quite as fast. Be kind. And, but I think if you ever sat in a smoky bar anywhere from Albuquerque to Nashville back in the 50s or 60s, you heard this one. Fraulein. All across the blue waters, there's an old
always be my fault.
I'm trying. You know I can't keep code that fast. All right, this next one you've heard many times, written by the former governor of the great state of Louisiana, Jimmy Davis, back in the late 30s, known as You Are My Sunshine. I think we did this a couple of years ago. Somebody did it a couple of years ago, and you all sang along with us. So just jump right in there, and anybody here doesn't know the words. Elvis is going to do this next one here. Blue Suede Shoes. I can remember the first time I ever heard this song, and I was going to a movie double date with a guy, and I swear to you.
Testify.
I don't think I need to explain that. Anyway, I had a girlfriend and he had a girlfriend, and that guy had blue suede shoes on. First time I ever heard it. No, you're not kidding. Okay.
Well, it's one for the money, two for the show. Three, get ready now, go, can't go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything but let me off my blue suede shoe. Now you can knock me down, step on my face, slam my name all over the face. Do anything that you want to do, but I'm a holiday off of my shoe. Now don't you step on my blue suede shoe. You can do anything but lay off my blue suede shoe. Well, it's blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes, blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off my blue suede shoe. Take it, Danny.
year ago, there was a plan afoot to poke a little fun at our good buddy, the old timer, Bill Gary King, CSG. And there were some preparations made for that, and of course Bill didn't cooperate, and I hope he's listening here to us tonight. Bill, if you are, we're just having fun. Bill was one of the great DXers in the world, I think. He had all the DXCC countries that were possible to get except two. One was North Korea, which nobody had, so it didn't make a difference. But the other was Scarborough Reef, a little dot over there just barely above sea level in the South China Sea. Bill actually had a QSL card from them, but for very technical reasons, they wouldn't give him credit for it. And he claimed that at one time or another he had actually had sort of a contact with them, but a bunch of his cronies had credit for it, and it was a bit of agony for Bill not to have that, and he waited on it. Of course, we mined this little vein of humor at a lot of breakfasts and dinners, and Bill took it in a good way, but anyway, this was all put together then, and we kind of do it now with fond memories of a guy who was really kind of the heart of Nars for a number of years. Let me start out and just read the first verse. He wakes at sunrise, one thing on his mind, what kind of DX that day will he find? He's about got them all, but one that he missed is right at the top of his most wanted list. Oh, when are they going to Scarborough Reef? Back to the island, source of his grief. He dreams of the day this call comes from there. Roger, old man, you're loud and you're clear. The secret, he says, keep breathing till then. They'll come around, I'll hear them again. I see in my dreams it's easy that day. Just hope it's soon, 'cause I'm old and I'm gray. They were there once a few years ago. He claims they hurt him, but was it so? It's a tale much told, it'll get told some more. Has anyone here not heard it before? So he waits for the word, they're ready to go back to the reef for a big DX show. Then he'll be ready, no broken contacts, just good ones, the log filled with the facts. But sea levels rising a little each year, not much time left to DX from there. So each day is grim, each day is one less. He has to relieve his Scarborough stress. And gunboats are circling the reef every day. Their mission through the air, keep all folks away. The red Chinese claim it, they hate everyone who might want to go there for radio fun. Oh, when are they going to Scarborough Reef? Back to the island, source of his grief. He dreams of the day this call comes from there. Roger, old man, you're loud and you're clear. So he sits by his kinwood day after day, waiting that call from a place far away. From an island awash in the South China Sea, say, whatever. Thank you all.
I want to thank Rick, N5SCS. He's the one who produced all this equipment here and set it up, and he mixed these guys. So it sounded very, very nice. Thank you, Rick. Okay, next thing on the agenda is I guess we have installed the incoming president. That would be me, the gullible one. So it's time to present Paul with his plaque for his year of service previously. And Paul, please come up, and we'd like to thank you for your good work. And I have some large shoes to fill. On behalf of Nars, we appreciate it, sir. Thank you very much. We anticipate another good year. Thank you very much, Paul. Rewind. Yeah, somebody donate a poncho. Okay. Limbo gets Okay, and now the formalities continue here. We must introduce to you the board incoming for 2002. And so I'll introduce you guys. Please come up. And treasurer again this year is Tom Hord. KK5YU. And let's see, we have some directors now, all of which comprise the NARS board. First is going to be Bruce Meyer. N1LN.
Boy, we have a next board meeting.
I won't have one. Next, one of our Nars Pickers, that's Nars Pickers, by the way, with the new call sign N5BE, Danny Richard.
You have too much coffee.
Next, you'll see this gentleman's creative work later in the evening. W5 Super Bill, Bill Denton. And K1OJ. OJ Quarles. And I thought that I would introduce, we invite these guys to the board meetings each month. They're not required to come, but newsletter editor Keith Dutson. Our webmaster H.O. Townsend. Administrative person in NARS, guy that presidents really couldn't do anything without, Joe Sokolowski. Our VE coordinator, KK5LO and Sunmark person, Walter Hawk. And the guy that's going to put NARS on the map publicity-wise, our new public information officer, KF5ND, Pete Wang. Ladies and gentlemen, your NARS Board 2002!
Cut him off.
We need to do something with that ball. One more. There it is.
It's valuable time and sometimes money away from the members' family, private, and professional life to plan and execute the many events that we participate in. This club has a high percentage of members who actively work on club projects, and this is the reason we can have events like this one tonight that we all enjoy. This year's recipient of the Nars Outstanding Service Award has been one of the active participants in these projects since he first joined the club. First licensed in 1959 while still a youngster, he's one of those, like a lot of us, who took a sabbatical from the hobby for a number of years to raise a family and develop a career. A few years ago, he re-entered the hobby as a mature individual, sometimes known in ham parlance as an OF. He now has time to pursue the hobby with gusto. It is Nars' good fortune that he rejoined with us because he has pursued the hobby with gusto, and we've been the benefactor of a lot of that gusto. A leader, organizer, and get-it-done guy by nature and by trade, it didn't take long for him to get involved in Nars activities. Soon after joining the club, he took on the job of teaching the Morse code portion of our novice license class. He taught that class for 2 years. Some of you here tonight are benefactors of those classes. You have a broken antenna part, a broken mounting bracket, need tower hardware repaired, modify an unruly quad antenna spider, mount a mobile antenna, run a hot wire from the battery to the radio in your car, cut down a Yagi to fit in a suitcase, drill a broken screw out of a faucet handle, make a custom mounting bracket, turn custom pins for a tower base plate. Some of you recognize these problems, I'm sure. Pull up in his driveway on Saturday morning and solutions happen. When one of our members burned up his mobile antenna, our man volunteered to make a new one that wouldn't burn up. Out of that endeavor came bulletproof screwdriver antennas for any member of the club who wanted one for the cost of materials to build it. And also some pleasure for an old machinist that got to do some machine work again for the first time in 30 years. For years, we had a problem with lightning taking out the Nars repeater antenna on a regular basis. The real solution to that problem was to put up a commercial type antenna that would withstand those strikes. We had talked for a long time about all the reasons why we couldn't do it. Our man said, let's do it. From doing the modifications to an existing antenna to make it useful, to organizing a fundraiser, to buying needed additions, to driving miles and miles on the periphery of the coverage area after the antenna was installed to see that the coverage was there, he managed this project from start to finish, and we've all enjoyed the benefits of that endeavor. One of his ongoing projects is the resurrection, promotion, and administration of the Texas QSO Party Contest. When the Texas DX Society decided to no longer sponsor the event and asked if Nars would take it over, our man was one of the first to say, let's do it. In fact, he said, I'll do it. He started by rounding up from various sources the email addresses of every ham club in Texas and sending them notices about the time, date, and rules of the contest and encouraging them to participate. From getting the West Gulf section manager involved, to establishing a TQP web page, to putting the event on contest calendars all over the world, to setting up a special promotional table at HamCom while his wife was at home enduring the worst flooding in Houston history. He's reestablished the contest as one of the major county hunter events in the world, and he's still working on it to make it better. Rice University hosts a Science Day for Girl Scouts at the San Jacinto Council in the fall of every year. When Dr. Pat Rife asked if Nars would set up an amateur radio demonstration for the event, our guy said sure. He organized the project, put together a complete portable radio station from power supply to antenna, obtained handout literature, found some help, and has introduced over 100 Girl Scouts and their leaders to amateur radio in 2 years of the event. When one of our members became disabled, couldn't work anymore, moved into a smaller house and needed his ham antenna installed in his new backyard, our man volunteered again. He organized the project, bought materials, rounded up a crew, furnished the tools, and got the antenna installed. Another of our members, Mike Felchin, KC5HEI stroke HR1 is a missionary in Honduras, one of the poorest countries in the world. Our man and his wife have been two of Mike's stalwarts, sending radio gear, food, clothing, and Christmas toys to Mike to help with his mission. This list doesn't about cover all of the activities that he has been involved in or all of the people that he has helped. I think it is safe to say that every member of the club has benefited from his energy, talent, and generosity. He served as a director on the board and as a past president of the club. Tonight, I am honored to present, on behalf of the membership, NARS Outstanding Service Award to George Edwards, K5VUD.
Thank y'all very much. Bill asked me if I knew who he was talking about. I got the idea when he said screwdriver antenna. Thank y'all very much. As most of you know, I recently left Compact Computer involuntarily. And as I was looking at my various job opportunities and talking about moving or going somewhere else or doing something else, Nancy, who had to go on, she'd been working all day and she was pretty tired, said that her first question was, well, you can't leave NARS. So that's how we feel about y'all. She has said that that's one of the best things I ever did was getting back active and getting with a group like this. And we just continue to support each other and go forward and enjoy each other. How many other folks do you know that are in this type of a group? Not a whole lot, I'm sure. I don't know of anybody. And so I do it because I love it. And thank y'all.